You're on live.
Hey, I can't see. It's just still showing me that I'm in the background. That's fine.
Okay, so we're live. Great evening, everyone. Connie, have your agenda. I thought you was doing welcome and prayer.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining our Thursday night live. Our Thursday night live, Thankful Thursday. We thank you again for coming in. So we're going to begin with prayer. Heavenly Father, thank you for this day, from waking us up and getting us together. Thank you, God, for the traveling grace that we had this morning from start to finish. Thank you, God, for this day and about what we're about to do and share tonight. Let the grace of God be over this Thankful Thursday and the prayers of many that will join us and get more out of it and learn more what we are trying to the opportunity that we are trying to share with them. We thank you, Lord, with these prayers, and thank you, Lord, and amen. Okay. All right, y'all. So tonight we're going to be sharing our eye story and much more tonight. So I'm
Let's
going
go
to
with introductions. I just want to
oh,
say hi. Great evening, everyone.
introduction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Angela Marino. I'm one of your hostesses. And then we have our third host. She's out tonight. So I'll just give her a little shout out. Monique Marino. Um, Godspeed on your healing, sweetheart. She had to have a procedure done yesterday. So she may be out next Thursday too. Hopefully she can get back. But she told me to send her love to you guys. She hates missing her Thankful Thursday. So I know she's probably watching. So shout out to Monique Marino, you guys.
Yeah, shout out to our baby girl. She's gonna heal well, and we know she's gonna do well with everything. And then our mommy bear, got her cover.
Oh, absolutely. 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 And that's Connie Kitty, y'all. Number one superstar. She opening up
Yes,
for us tonight. So we thank you, Connie, for that beautiful prayer. That was like on point, on point. You hit
thank you.
everything on the money as usual. So, like Connie was getting ready to say, tonight we're going to talk about Smart Entrepreneurial Enterprise. So basically, we started something last week. It's saying my internet connection is real low. We started something last week that was just amazing. We had a conversation, y'all, and that's what Thankful Thursday is about, starting that conversation. And that conversation ended up really opening our eyes to what we were saying, because we were speaking organically from what we do in a perspective that attracted us to Mary Kay as business professional women. I have an MBA. Connie is pre-law and have a slew of other degrees as well. So they all surround the business arena. So this is your girls. These are the people you need to talk about when you're thinking about starting a business. We're those people that help people before Mary Kay, launch a business, how to start. Connie helps people with LLCs and all kinds of stuff. Okay. But tonight we are going to share our eye stories. And I think that's critical to what we have. And I know we can go on and on. So we're gonna time ourselves. We're doing a test tonight to time ourselves and kind of say, well, we got to give a little light for technical issues, because we do have them. And we had none yet. I just was running late. So that's why we didn't do our intro, because I made up that 2 minutes, that 1 minute, Connie. So I was just 1 minute late. That's why we didn't do our little intro tonight. We just got right into it. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over. Let me see, make sure Connie's next. All right, we did intros, description. Okay, I did the description of what we're talking about. So we're gonna start with Connie. She's gonna do her eye story. You ready, beautiful? I'll step down and let you have it. I'm ready to listen.
Let me see. Yeah, was able to put my presentation in there.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna see if it's gonna pop up here.
Yeah. I think you just add it to the stage. It should come up. Since you have it like that, that's the easiest way to do it. But now that way it also is gonna, like, it's not gonna freeze your I don't know if it'll let you pause. Hopefully it does. if you want to pause on something. Can you see where it say add, or you need me to add it for you?
Is you can you see it in there? Because I
Uh-huh.
can.
I see it.
There it is. There it
Look at
is.
that sexy mama. Woohoo! Let me
All
pause.
right, wait.
Okay, so you can pause. Okay, so you
Yeah.
can pause. All
Okay.
right, so I'll step down and let you have it. If you can't see, can you see where you can pause and start it, Connie? Because
Yeah, I can see it at
all
at
right,
the
all right,
bottom.
you
Yeah.
guys, we're in for a treat. I'm stepping down so I can listen.
Hi, y'all. This is Connie Kenny. Sorry for the intro. We are ready to talk about our eye story. First, my name is Connie Kenny, and I want to share this eye story with you because this business means so much to me. I was born and raised in Louisiana, and I live here. I live on the west bank of New Orleans, on the other side of New Orleans, which is about 7 minutes away from us. And I've been here all my life, so I can't. The only thing I can't see, Angel said, I can't see where to start or begin it at. But anyway, I started my Mary Kay business almost about 10 years ago. And I was so excited when I started my Mary Kay. And here was my first Mary Kay picture. And there is, and I joined Mary Kay because the thing that most attract me to it is that Mary Kay is about um, family first, God first, family, and then everything else that come around us, so that we can put things in perspective. So God for, and then here I am. I grew up with my family. We grew up in the lower nine of New Orleans. Oh, wait a minute, it's going too fast for me now. But in any case, let me just pause this and stop it. Angel, if you can pause and stop it because I can't see the prompt there to do it. Okay,
Hover your mouse over it, Connie, and you should be able to see it. The
I am,
part.
but you know that part that said mute stop settings and all that, that's just hovering over it. And
Oh
that's why I
no.
can't
Okay.
see it.
Okay. Well, just tell me where to start and stop, and I can do it
All
for
right,
you.
I can go ahead. So
Oh,
here's one of my siblings here, myself as little girls. We grew up in the lower nine and ninth ward, and it was a family of five of us, four girls and one boy, my mother and a single mom. As I was a single mom, and there was many single moms out there, and we worked. But now life had changed and opportunities had came up now for us to do more and do more for ourselves. And go ahead, Angel, to the next slide. Okay. So I started my Mary Kay business because of money in the beginning. But then once I started seeing the money that I made, I started saying, okay, you know what? I have these grandbabies and I can start saving and putting on the side. We can take trips and do things. This is my family here. That's me and my son up there when he was a baby. And there he is in the middle, and him with his family. My beautiful grandkids, two boys, two girls, and my loving daughter-in-law, Brittany. So he is the joy of my life. He was my baby. And the next picture here, the next slide here is with me when I started Mary Kay in the as a store consultant. And that's me in the black and white. That's what we do. And then I became a red jacket. Y'all, I became a red jacket 3 times. That's what those 3 X's is. I'm not a red jacket currently, but I'm stepping back into my red. And because this girl got a lot of goals to do and to become a future sales director. Next slide. And then the reason why I joined Mary Kay for the flexibility. I love, love, love my life. The flexibility to do things and enjoy family, friends, and be able to schedule my own time when I need to schedule it, and especially to enjoy my life and have fun with girlfriends. Next slide. Oh, here's the number one reason here that most people join Mary Kay. And this was my number one reason was money. Money was the thing that got me because go ahead, Angie, go back some slides. Yeah, money was my number one reason from joining Mary Kay. And my number one reason was because of the fact that at the time I needed to pay a lot of credit cards off. And that was the thing that I started off with. I can remember my first show. I started when I started Mary Kay. I made $1,700, and I'm like, wow, I can do this over and over again. And when I start averaging about 2 shows a week and making about up to $600 a week, that was more reason to stay apart. And here I am 10 years later. You're gonna skip the next few slides, Angie. Skip, 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 skip. Okay, stop right there. Stop, pause. There we go. So at this point, it is my time to shine, y'all. My time to shine. My time to step into red. My time to become a sales director. My time to just breathe a little and start working as hard. Though I have my own business, as Angela mentioned in the beginning of the um the presentation, I do have a accounting and tax business. I have about maybe 10, 15 clients. And then it's time for me to breathe. I'm pushing at 60 now. So it's time for me to free, just stay fearless with myself and stop trying. That's why I put that arrow in front of that try. I'm gonna stop trying and just do it. I'm ready to do it. And move into my dreams and my goals that I have planned for my life, my family, and to start getting ready to start recruiting and getting more people on my team. And then this is the thing that keeps me happy. When I'm in my Mary Kay room now, I'm in my bubble. So when I come in here, it just breathes a lot of fresh air into my soul. So my business is what I want to do alongside what I'm doing already. So Mary Kay is one of those things that you can do so much to have the flexibility to be appreciated. When you work for yourself, you're more appreciated. And then you can appreciate it, and you also get a lot of awards and jewelry and money and stuff like that. We said that a week ago. We never had to buy jewelry. We always earned a lot in here. Earn our diamond rings, earn our money, earn our cars, and that's my next step there. Next slide. There it is. Oh, next. Okay. So Mary Kay, my vision is my vision. So I put this here because I can see my whole life before me right now, my whole future. So just to be a part of something so amazing, a part of this opportunity, got me thinking the things that I can do more for myself and my family than just to be working. Even though I work for myself, I don't want to work hard. I want to work smart, and working and doing this business is a smart thing. So I can see my future traveling and moving around and spending more time with family and doing the things I want to do. As I mentioned earlier, it's that flexibility. Next slide. So here I am. I coming soon. Look out. Future sales director. You'll see me out there. Keep staying tuned to our Facebook post, and the jewelry that I have on this picture here is jewelry that I earned from Mary Kay. So I'm believing in myself. I need you to believe in you. Listen to what we have to share with you tonight. We love enriching other women. We love to share our opportunities with you, and we just want you to be a part. So that's my story. It's a short story, but I got more to add to it. So next up is Angela. She's going to go ahead and start her story.
Yeah, short but sweet. She gave you the short but sweet version. I just look like blur, blur, blur. We got to figure this out, StreamYard. Because we're not trying to, be on here for Halloween. Connie, you did it in 8 minutes. So let me reset the clock. and do this 10 minutes, you guys. So let's stop and 10 minutes start. All right. So yet again, I'm Angela Dabney Marino, and I'm currently a sales director with Mary Kay. And my goal is to go higher. But let me bring you back to the reason I started Mary Kay. Now, I really need to level up and get my little slide life together like Connie. She did give you guys a visual. I ain't got none today, but it's okay. So we're gonna listen to why I started Mary Kay. But I didn't know I started because I really didn't know I needed it. It was actually accidental. Um, I was introduced to Mary Kay at 8 years old, and I didn't know that was Mary Kay. I was playing in my sister in law's stuff, and she had a big party at my mom's house. I might have been a little younger than 8, probably like 6 or 7 years old. But I remember this big pink case, and I'm in a bathroom, and I'm like, ooh, and there was these powders and all kind of stuff you mix. So I just thought it was like a big Barbie makeup kit. I didn't know because it was pink, right? So I go to mixing all the girl stuff, and when I finished making a mess, so my mom went and spanked my behind. I picked everything up with toilet tissue and flushed it down the toilet and tried to put it back like I found it. So then the girl had the party, and this lady pulls up in this big pink car, looks like a yacht. It was so big, it took up our whole front of our house. And I'm like, ooh, what's going on here? Barbie is coming, the real live Barbie. So I'm a child. I don't know, y'all. I'm just, just imagining. And so all of these ladies are in our house. They're eating sandwiches. They're talking. So the lady with the big boat comes in, and my sister-in-law is crying. And she's like, well, where's your kid? Where's your kid? She said, I don't know what happened to it. All the stuff is gone. And I was like, so I crawled under somebody's bed because my fingerprints was all over it, right? I was hiding. But that was my first experience with Mary Kay destroying somebody else's first experience in Mary Kay. And so I don't know if they ever found out it was me, I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, I don't remember that part because them butt whippings sometimes make you black out. I don't know. I don't remember. But anyway, further down the line, it was after Hurricane Katrina, because like Connie said, we're native Louisianians. We're from New Orleans. And I grew up in the same house that I'm in today, in Gentilly, Louisiana, New Orleans. And so, my first experience was after the most devastating thing in everybody in Louisiana's life at the Hurricane Katrina, just to get a breather and take a moment. My good friend at the time invited me to this skincare party. And I was like, I'm persnickety about my skin. I do not wear makeup, so I don't want to come. I was just depressed, aggravated about any and everything under the sun, right? So she was like, no, you're gonna come and you're gonna have a good time. If not, you're gonna pretend. So I sat there, and I was the worst person, the worst possible customer you could ever think in life, just so negative, and that's not my disposition. So it was very shocking to me, even to tell you the story today. But I gave that lady so much side eye, so much opposition, because I'm this corporate girl sitting here with this makeup that is for old people. It was early 70s when I played in it and destroyed my sister-in-law's career, American, and her whole kit. So I'm like, what is this? Like, really? So I tried the satin hands, and I fell in love with that. I said, okay, that's hand cream. I could do that. At least I got one thing I could buy, so she won't fuss at me for doing nothing. And so I went ahead and tried it, because the lady said something that really appealed to me. She said, everything that you put on, you can take off. She said, so just have fun and enjoy yourself. And I said, you know what? She right. Instead of sitting here looking at her like, she killed my firstborn or something, I needed to buck up and enjoy the moment. So I did. I settled down. I enjoyed. And homegirl at the end of the day bought everything. Everything. I was that chick. I was like, and y'all, I ain't have no money. So I was like, Lord, if this girl take this check to the bank, it's gonna be bad. because I want it. And so I wrote the check, and I believed that God was gonna deposit that money in there by Tuesday. Cause see, if you're in business, we know how the calendar work. So, they don't run all the checks on Monday because they're overwhelmed. So by Wednesday, your check gonna clear. Connie, you know how it go. So it was like that Saturday. So I was like, oh, okay, I got time to get the money in there. So I wrote the check, took the products home, the ones that she had. She was a Caucasian lady, so she didn't have everything for my complexion. So she had to order some stuff. I said, okay, it's good enough. I'll do that. And this was my first experience with foundation too, you guys, but it was so good. I loved every bit of it. So I thought about it. I said, this lady sat here with me, my good friend, her cousin, and one of her employees, and she made over $1,200. And we were there literally. This lady had a baby on her hip. Her child had autism, so the kid was everywhere. He was climbing on the refrigerator, he was pulling stuff down, and all of us was holding the baby. She was passing the baby, and we was having a great time. So I was like, she did all of that and still made money. We babysat her child while she made $1,200. Honey, I need to figure out what this business is about. And so I talked to my friend that night. I said, listen, girl, we got to figure this out. She said, I'm already there. She said, I did Mary Kay years ago. She said, but because the firm was taken off, my brother didn't want me to do it anymore. So I had to quit. It was this summer. And she said, I made a lot of money then. So let's get back in it. So she signed up. I signed up under her, and it was history. So I did my first two parties. They were super successes, and I knew nothing. I had somebody put lip scrub on their eyeball, and the lady eye was burning. My sister-in-law snatched up, said, you're not going to embarrass my sister-in-law on this day, baby. And she rinsed her eye out, and she bought everything. So let me see. You too can be a Mary Kay beauty consultant. All right. Okay. So I have a whole lot of oopses that led up to huge amount of success in this business. So then my why changed. Okay. The reason why I got into it after I saw the money and I realized it, my mom was declining in health. I couldn't go back to my corporate job. I didn't want to go back to my corporate job. Let's be clear. I did not want to go back to my corporate job. There was a lot of stress there. So I had to pivot, and I needed to do something that would bring income and have me at home, working at home. And this was before the whole at home business thing kind of blew up. So I knew I could do this. And if I had appointments, I could do them in my house, you know, blah blah blah. I'll figure it out. When I went on a portal, everything was there laid out for me. I didn't need anyone to train me, no one to tell me what to do. I was able to research it and figure it out myself. It was that simple. So I did that. Big success, and Mary Kay has stayed in my heart the whole time. So that was my first experience in Mary Kay. I have signed up in Mary Kay twice because connections matter. Connections matter because you do want to be connected with women. Even though you're in business for yourself, you're not in business by yourself. So I needed a connection that was going to fortify. So this very last time that I signed up in 2018, I decided that I would take a leadership role in Mary Kay and became a sales director. So that's my title at the current status. I am a sales director. Yay me. And it went straight to the top within 3 months of becoming a consultant. And Connie came on with me that third month because y'all don't know, she was a prayer from back when that God answered. All right. And we've probably told y'all that story, those of you who have been with us since the inception of Thankful Thursday. But my why, of course, has changed yet again. So my why is my beautiful grandbaby Layla, who is Monique Marino's gorgeous daughter. So now my family has expanded. So I'm a proud member of the Grandmoms Club, and so happy that this child has been brought into my life. So I want her to have everything. I want her to have more than I gave her mama. Okay. So she is my why. I got to get in the Cadillac. She is the why I got to get up into a national sales directorship. She is the why that I need to build other women, because their why, it can be exactly the same. So money was the first reason. The second reason was the flexibility of being able to be there for my ailing mom. And now it has shifted and pivoted to expanding yet that generational wealth for my grandbaby. So that's my why, you guys. And it changes, and that's the condensed version of mine, but I wanted to give you the backstory. So we're going to move on, and I finished in with 20 seconds. I wasn't good as Connie, but I finished with 20 seconds on the clock. Okay. So I'm gonna bring Connie back to the stage and we're gonna just have a conversation because although we do have an agenda, we do want to be fluid. I know there is a way that if you are watching live, you can put your questions in and we can see them on StreamYard. So if you guys have any questions about how we started in the beginning, or any questions about how it fits into your life, because Mary Kay has this segment called it fits, it just fits, because it does. I don't care what you do in life, there's a Mary Kay lady that does that same thing, whether it's a pediatrician, whether it's a obstetrician, whether it's
A
uh
lawyer,
come on, keep on talking,
a
Connie, keep
law. I mean, lawyers, school
run it down.
teachers. We have lawyers, school teachers involved in here. We have working moms. I mean, a mom is a job by itself. And sometimes
Mompreneurs
mom
is a big
need
thing.
time for herself too. And then, a lot of time reason women join, and we always say we busy. Busy women get things done.
Come on
You
now,
already know that we organize.
we get it
And
done,
as
we get
Angela mentioned earlier in the segment, is that we have multiple things that we do besides Mary Kay. I have a business. I do taxi. I just got out of my taxi and said, "Oh my God!" Every Thursday, I made room for this, for to be on Thankful Thursday every Thursday. My grandkids, they stop by in the evening time. I make sure that they're here and they have snacks. They do things. I am busy. I go to bed. Ask Angela go to bed at 3 in the morning, y'all. Don't tell nobody
I
I
stopped
told you
going
that.
to bed. I can't go to bed at 3 in the morning now
Don't
because
tell nobody I said that. But
you
I
just
get
told the
tried to
whole
get to
world.
bed at 12 noon. I try to go to bed at 12 midnight. I
So
mean,
she go
that's
to
late
bed
for
later
me.
than me. She go to bed at 12 noon.
That was a mistake, y'all. That was a mistake.
But I do want to share something with y'all as we continue to open up. So kind of just go ahead and stay on the stage. But I do want to share with them how our marketing plan is also a part of Harvard University, um, their dissertation program for um, their business majors. Okay, it's a phenomenal situation that we're in Mary Kay. Let me go ahead and y'all know with me with these slides, child. You know. All right, there we go. So here we're talking about the marketing plan according to in Harvard University. So the curriculum dissects Mary Kay's unparalleled success, examining how the founder Mary Kay Ash revolutionized the beauty industry by empowering women to build their own businesses. Case studies provide insight into the company's innovative approach to product development, pricing, distribution channels, showcasing its ability to adapt and thrive in a dynamic market environments. With a focus on Mary Kay's iconic business model, students delve deep into the intricacies of business positioning, customer engagement, and sales strategies. Through in depth analysis and interactive discussion, students gain a comprehensive understanding of the principles that drive Mary Kay's marketing prowess. They've explored topics such as the importance of building strong relationships with customers, leveraging social networks and sales and growth, fostering the culture of empowerment and recognition within the sales force. Moreover, the program emphasizes the roles of ethical leadership and corporate social responsibility in the sustaining long term success. By examining Mary Kay's commitment to philanthropy and community engagement, students learn valuable lessons in building a brand with integrity and purpose. Overall, studying Mary Kay's marketing plan at Harvard University provides students with invaluable insight into effective marketing strategies, entrepreneurial leadership, and the transformative power of women in business. It equips them with the knowledge and skills to drive innovation, inspire others, and make a meaningful impact on the world of beauty and beyond. And I wanted that to be said because there's so many layers to this business that people do not know. So when they downplay it, it's just because it's not sensationalized by star power. Who needs that? Because stars are just people just like you and I. They just have influence of media. They're always in the media. They're entertainers. They entertain us. So things that they say, things that they do, we tend to follow that, which is called trend setting. Okay, so they set the trend, we follow the trend. But with Mary Kay, this is the biggest trend, baby, because we're what? Number one in the entire world. Now, according to Intuit MailChimp, beauty services, this is the number three business that is always economically stable no matter what. Only third to alcohol and tobacco. Okay. So people want to look good while they smoke and they drink their life away. That's what I'm getting from it. They want to look good while they smoke and they drink their life away. So not all businesses that do well in economic downturns provide an essential service. In fact, according to the lipstick effect, people tend to spend more on affordable luxuries during recession. Okay. When we are stressed out, and I could attest to that, when we are stressed out by the state of the world, we often use small acts of self care to uplift our mood. This is true. We know that from the pandemic that we're still kind of sort of teeter tottering in and out of, which makes the beauty services a great recession proof business idea. Beauty products is one of the main things that people indulge in. So there are plenty of small businesses out there selling beauty products. But if you find your niche, it can be an incredibly lucrative business. That's what we offer you. Not only are beauty products a recession proof commodity, but they are also highly scalable. All right. That's what the well builders do. That's what Monique, Connie, and I do. We help you scale. All right. Also bring more money into the business. You can add more products to your line, helping you scale more sustainably for and with demand. For example, Glossier's start out with only four products and has now become a $1 billion beauty brand. Okay, so this is somebody that started out with lip glosses. All right, so we're here to talk about it and have the conversation, not to influence you about Mary Kay particularly, but to give you facts about life and how the beauty brand in general is the best brand to delve into. The reason we advocate for the brand that we have businesses in is because there's no overhead, there's no um astronomical um um deposit that you have to put into that business to get it started. No high startup costs. Okay, so and then there's lucrative income, unlimited income, unlimited. And it's the best brand around because of the fact that you have that unlimited income built in, while the company still rewards you with cars, diamonds, and trips. Okay. So when you look at it from that standpoint, all right, it is incredibly mind blowing and it just makes sense. All right. So it does not matter, if you are wise, and I'm not saying you're dumb if you don't get it. You know what I'm saying? But the wiser person that has that business or that entrepreneurial spirit will use this business as a catalyst to help launch whatever is in your heart. I have one of the consultants, I think she wanted to do a food truck or something like that. But she was like, Mary Kay would be the perfect thing to help me build the capital to do that. But when she see the money that she's going to make in Mary Kay, you think she's going to stop even if she does decide to get a food truck? Because when you think about it, the food truck industry is pretty lucrative, but it has its highs and lows too. But this is recession proof. This woman was born on the crux of World War I. She started this business in 1963, and it has never been in debt, ever, ever. It's a $1 billion industry, and this company alone is a $1 billion company. with a B. So there's so much on the table for you, um, as a owner, ambassador of the brand, a contractor with Mary Kay, because that's what you are. You're
Right.
basically a contractor. It allows you to use the product, but you are the brand. We talked about that. And legacy leaders, wealth builders, we teach our people to be the brand. Let the product be the product, because the product is amazing. The product is number one in the world, but you are the brand. But because there is a name attached to it, Mary Kay Ash, and it's her legacy brand, it becomes our legacy when we present who we are. So
Yes.
when Connie is doing Mary Kay, when she is, and I hate doing the whole doing Mary Kay, but when she's in her Mary Kay world, in her beauty brand, you're getting Connie Kenny. And Connie Kenny happens to sell the Mary Kay product, but you're getting all of her, and you fall in love with her first. So it's one of the reasons we bring Thankful Thursday to you, because we want you to see the love that we have for the product, but we want you to fall in love with us, the brand. Okay, because everybody's attracted to, it's just the same reason some people love Beyonce, some people don't. Some people love Prince, some people don't. Some people, so it's just like some people love carrots, some people hate them, some people, you know what I mean? It's the same reason. It's not a one size fit all. So who is attractive to you is what you're going to gravitate towards, and whatever that person is into, that's attractive to you. Make sense? All right. So that's two of the things I wanted to share with you about, certain things you don't know. There's so many layers to this business that is unstoppable. So many ways to sell, so many ways to engage, so many ways to empower people. And that's what we're on now. Having been in Mary Kay a handful of times with different groups of people, we found our Wakanda. We found our forever home in this business. Women that are like us, that we are attracted to. And when we get together, it's like a huge family reunion, and you haven't seen your cousin in 10 years. But the conversation, each other. So you're so warm, it's so comfortable. I mean, we lodge together, we laugh together, we share real life and things together. And that's what I love about this, because that's another layer of this business that you don't expect. Because, like Connie said, she came in for the money. So she was looking for money. She wasn't trying to make friends. She wasn't worried about that. She was looking at them, that handsome son and them 4 grandbabies that he had given her. And she was like, okay, I need this extra income on top of what I'm already doing to be able to bless my family with generational wealth. And that was her why. You heard it, right? But it evolved into so much more. It evolved into so much more. Like, Connie wasn't feeling well this weekend. Honey, we showed up. The cavalry showed up. Like, we coming. Girl, you gotta go to the bank. We live on 2 different, it takes about 30 minutes to get from her house to my house. And that's considering the traffic being decent, right? But we don't care. She do the same thing for me. You need me to come drive over there? I'm like, no, do not drive over here to bring me
Always tell me no.
down. Okay. But that's what we do. And it's so organic. It's not like no one's trying to impress somebody or brownie. It's just what we do, because it's like
Right.
it's a family affair. So, you need me, I'm showing up.
And that's what I was going to say, Angela. We get on this platform every week, and I am very grateful to be a part of her world as well, because I'm busy, she's busy, she got the grandbaby, she got her daughter now that has surgery, now she got to take care of the family, can take care of more of the grandbaby. She don't care, y'all, because she got more of the baby right now. So
She telling my
and
business.
just to show the gratitude of
Yeah.
the work that's put into this. Things for Thursday, the backgrounds are all created and hand done by Angela, and
Oh,
I have to say that. And the agenda, she makes sure we have the agenda and everything in place. This is a real business. We make
Take
money,
it
we
serious.
do things, and life happened for us. Life happened for me this past weekend. Like she said, I got sick. Angel, her daughter, here, bringing me where I need to
And the
go,
baby, she's trying to steal my grandbaby.
and the baby.
She didn't want to leave.
And I mean, life just happened for us, and if many of y'all are familiar with the vertical illness, everybody know vertical can really paralyze you mentally and physically. And that's what happened with me this weekend. And there they were, right there. They was there. And I can remember the night that we we had an event that night, and she said, I didn't see you online. And I'm like, I'm
Ooh,
at the
don't make me cry.
hospital.
I can't.
I'm at the hospital. My son is in the hospital. And next thing I know, what hospital you at? What Ashna? Next thing I know, Angela and her daughter was in that emergency room. And the first time that they hear me talk about him a lot, the first time I think they had met him there in the hospital. And then next day he's gone just like that. Life happened.
Ooh.
But I continued. I continued. My son was my biggest fan, my biggest supporter. And like she said, we become the brand. I became the brand even when we walk in Mary Kay. Lady told me today, she said, oh, I like your eyebrows. I said, well, thank you. And I don't think I put that much into it. And then she say, oh my God, every time I see your skin in this, that, I'm a walking advertiser for my own business, using my product and my
That's right.
skincare and the jewelry we'll have on. People say, I like that necklace you have, Mary Kay. I mean, Mary Kay just
We do not
is
buy
the
jewelry. We really do
not
not.
at all. You know what? We're gonna do a segment on all the things we ever
Oh
got.
God. You're gonna have to do a 1, 2, and maybe a 3.
Yeah, we might have to do jewelry one time, bags
Part
and
one.
purses the next part one, part two,
Oh,
part
we
three.
can break it down. Furniture, I mean, all kinds of stuff. Appliances.
China and everything. So I mean, this is an amazing business.
It is.
We talk about money. Money is one of the things that I know I started in here, but our why always change as we go along because like we find another reason. Oh my, I'm so happy I'm in Mary Kay because I wouldn't have been able to do that. The trips that we take,
Right.
Mary Kay paid for those trips. We make the money and we pay for it because of the money that we made to take these trips. And then when you work, you have your paycheck. And when you start breaking down that paycheck and all the things that come out of that paycheck, what do you have left? Think
Ooh,
about it. Think about it. I mean, you
let's break it down.
living you
How
you
many taxes they have come out of those things, Connie?
right. So it depends on how you run your exemption. So if
Oh
you're a
Lord.
person that making $1,500 every week, you're getting about 400 something dollars coming out of there. Take that, put that in a calculator.
I
Then
got that's
you
11.
have $400. So you got that's only federal. So if you want to be technical about it, let's say about $550 come out on taxes. If you file a
Okay.
single zero at work on a $1,500 a
So they
week
got
check.
950 now from 50.
Then now you have your insurance that's coming out $200 a paycheck.
Wait, what?
$200 a paycheck on insurance.
Oh God,
You
girl,
have
now
your
we got
insurance.
750.
Yeah, 750. Then now you got to purchase groceries for the week. That's about $200.
It depends on the family
It
size.
depends on the family side, but for me, because I do all this healthy stuff, organic stuff, about that. Then you have your gas. My car, that thing got a big
About a
hole
hundred
in it.
dollars a month.
Actually, my car takes about $45 a week in gas, and that's on a half a tank. Yeah, because of the price of
So
gas.
that's $180 a month.
$180 a month. And so by the time I finish that, get my hair done, and I
I
don't have
didn't
a lot
take
of
the
hair,
food out
but
because they're
you know,
gonna be broke. They're gonna be food
if you
stamp.
do self care by itself is about another $200.
Well,
I'm
thank
talking
God
about
you have a self-care business that only the only thing you gotta maintain is you go get your hair done and she get her
hair,
hair
nails,
done
and
like
toes. That's it.
that's it. And she ain't gotta do that because we got petty sets too. And she wait, your petty lady not watching her. She did her own feet, y'all.
I did my own feet. Oh
It
my
loved
God.
it. It loved it. It loved it.
Yeah. So I mean, at the end of the day, at the end of the week, And if you get paid once a month, or if you get paid weekly, I mean, you're scrambling. So you got about maybe about
After fuel,
$200.
they're $570 after fuel. They didn't pay rent, Connie. I'm
Oh
concerned.
yeah, I forgot about that. I mean, you still got
Thank
all
God
your
it's
bills,
monthly.
light bill, water bill, gas bill. You forget about all those things. So when you break it down, you need this extra.
Oh God, they broke. That whole check gone.
You need this extra. You need this extra $300 a week
Jeez.
just to put in your pocket,
Poor
easy.
people. Poor people.
And guess what? You're not working for nobody but yourself. So you determine how much you want to make. You can make 300, you can make 600. If you do one show, that's 300. If you make two shows, if you do two show virtual or in person, that's 600. So you
Right.
determine your paycheck. Nobody, you don't have nobody standing over you. You don't have nobody telling you what time to come in. You can start this. You don't talk. Oh my God. I had to
Yeah.
stop and say that. Don't talk about the sales that's coming on your web page when you're
Mhm.
sleeping and you wake up in the morning like I did this morning with a $96 order.
Ooh, isn't it a good feeling? Now
And
that
guess
don't
what?
sound like
I
a
have
lot.
look, all that's my money because I got the inventory. What?
Hang on, Connie. Okay, okay. Let's stop. Can we pause right there for a moment? All right. You said that you woke up to $96 this morning. You was asleep.
Yes.
All
I
right, now
was,
this pull up person, well, I won't say pull up person because $1,500 a week is good money, but as you saw with your deductions, you basically taking home about 950 of that. So you're a 950 person. Now you working, that's a week. So they put in this a 40-hour week, right? At
yes.
950 after all of that deduction, and we ain't gonna do all their little personal stuff. That's just what their check cleared out to be their gross amount.
Because an extra 500 is preparing them to pay the rent, the light bill, and everything
Is it
else.
gross or net? Net, right? Net.
Net.
All right, so that's the net amount is the 450 950, I'm sorry, is your net. Now she woke up to $96. That person an hour, what is that an hour for them? I know it ain't $96.
Nah.
All right. So I just need the people to be clear, Connie. Because I'm that girl. I need clarity. All right. So 1,500 divided into a 40-hour week. You're making basically 37.50. Am I doing that right? No, I didn't do that right. Hang on.
Yeah.
1,500. That's not right. So
If a
okay.
person making that kind of money, and at the end of the day, and you're saying that's a $78,000 a year job, but at the end of the day, you don't see your check, and you say, "Well," and let me tell you what happened with me while Angela putting those numbers together.
Yeah, that's right.
When,
That's
when I'm doing taxes,
$37 an hour.
when I'm doing taxes, and I tell a person, "This was your total gross. This is your adjusted income," and they're like, "What was my total gross? Your total adjusted income was 158,000. What? I don't see that.
You
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 don't see.
don't.
You
Go,
don't.
go at Uncle
And this
Sam
is
and
people that
FICA.
make over 100,000.
FICA got it. FICA now.
Mm-hmm.
FICA and whoever your insurance is, if you have insurance, if look, you might can't you probably can't afford it. And if you make that much and that's not a lot of money, you could see you don't like here we have the Louisiana, like you could get like Medicaid and work. You're not eligible for that because you make too much.
Yeah.
Can't afford insurance on your job because it's taking too much out to check. So you got to think about that. Like they have us like upside down. But let me encourage you one more again in Mary Kay, because it's on a home based business scale, your benefits aren't affected. So if you do receive food stamps, if you do receive section 8, if you do receive housing, it's different things, and I'm calling it how it is in our state. I don't know what Hannah or whatever housing authority you may have in your state or your city, but all of that is not affected. Your social security is not affected, your SSI is not affected, your disability benefits are not affected by having this business, and you can report it. You can report it. WIC program. I mean, everything you could think of, whatever governmental um, inclusion that is offered, your business, your Mary Kay business does not affect it. And I think it's a reason why a lot of people don't, because they don't want to be like, girl, I'll give you stamps. I don't want that to affect my stamps.
Right.
It won't, boo. So I tell people that I try to put it on paper so that they could see that these are things that are not affected by a home-based business. In fact, you have over 237 tax shelters
Mm.
as of 2023. I don't know if they added more um for the incoming year, but as of 2023 tax year, which is the tax year that we were working in prior to the 15th, you had 237 tax shelters in Mary Kay built in. That means that if you no longer have a child that is young enough to get the child income tax credit
The
for,
child tax credit.
yep,
Mm-hmm.
then this replaces that exponentially, because you're able to, like Connie just mentioned to you, she's working in her Mary Kay office, but there's several portions of her house that she also works out of. She has her office that she's in, her in-home office, and then across from there she has like her Mary Kay inventory slash, she's got a little desk in there where she works, where she's doing filling her orders and doing her receipts in there, so she can have all of that in the same room. But sometimes she goes to office and she does some things too for her business. So she can write off all of that. Those
Mm-hmm.
two rooms, the square footage of those rooms, the utility percentage that's used, the water, her fuel, her meals. Every time you go somewhere, I suggest, if you're in the Mary Kay business, if you're a consultant and you're listening, make sure you have a business card, a dot card, or exchange some information. When you finish with your meal, that has become a business transaction. That is a business meal. You can write that off. Every
Right.
meal, unless my husband, and I try to be honest about that, because of course we could lie and put, business meal on every meal we eat, but that's not like, just
You
be
can.
honest with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Have some integrity. So if my husband goes and pick up the meal, I know he's not going to give anybody my business card, so I don't write that off. But when I am personally there, I always exchange and give that person my business card. Okay. And once I do that exchange, that becomes a business meal, because I talked about my business. I try, attempted to schedule something right then and there, but I will talk to that person later. So those are the things that you have to realize, that um this business brings exponentially to your life. It's so rich. It's so rich. And there's so many ways to do it while you're also doing whatever else it is that you may be doing in life, whether you're working for somebody or whether you have another business like we do. Outside of that, it fits. It
It
fits.
fits.
It fits,
It
because every
fits.
person I talk to about my other businesses, we get into, they're gonna look at you, especially if we're having, I'm starting to do a lot of in-person meetings now in my home. So when they look at me, they're like, oh my God, make sure that I'm put together. Connie just said that, because they're gonna ask, what is that lip color? Like, everybody been on our lip color. I have to put some on the side because I sold 3 the other day. But they're on, oh, that's a beautiful color. What did you do? Oh, I put a red lip liner and then I put my liquid lips, it's right there.
Mm-hmm.
My inventory. I have my meetings where my inventory is sitting there. So they also know this is what I do. And people always want to know, you make money doing this? Baby, I have not been in this business for almost 15 years because it's cute. And
Somebody really asked you that?
somebody really asked me that craziness. Yeah, like, I actually have time, and I was in a different discipline of my business at that time. I was not on Mary Kay. And they were like, "Yeah, okay." And I'm like, "You really need to consider it for yourself, because the freedom and the flexibility and the money is just crazy good." I say, "I'm only doing this with you because now I'm turning this over to my husband, and I just have to do the administrative stuff for him, because he's not going to do that." So me and my daughter handles you know, the administrative side for him, and that's why you're here. Otherwise, you'll be here getting a facial. You'll be putting it on and taking it off. All right. So we have like 6 minutes left. Connie, let's show them the cars. Meanwhile, you go ahead and you talk. I'll try to pull that presentation
I
up.
want to say this. Tonight I had stopped by UPS, and the owner of UPS, it's one of the small stores on our side, Light store, and he said, "Are you still doing Mary Kay?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Oh, Mother's Day coming up. I need to get something for my daughter, my mother, and my
Come on
granddaughter."
now.
And I'm like, "Okay." I said, "Well, I'm gonna come." He said, "Well, bring it on over." He said, "I'm gonna support you again," and he said, "People remember you." So
They do. They
I
do.
just have to throw that out there. Yeah.
They do. They do. And, that's the opportunity to say, I do gifts, graduations are coming up. People are graduating left and right. It's an opportunity for you to let people know that, you also provide graduation gifts, just because gifts. Oops, I almost forgot my anniversary, but I got kind of Kenny. Oops, I almost forgot a birthday, but I got kind of Kenny. So be that all around person. We initially did not have the skill set for gift making. But baby, we be leveling it up. We be like, girl, I went on this site and I got this and I got that. Our gifts be like, you need to get a gift. Like those gifts be gifting, okay? They are
Yeah.
cute. They're not just cute, they're quality. All right. And the brand is number one. So, all right, you guys. So we're gonna just, I love this because it says what? Why
Top
Mary Kay?
freezer. Yeah.
You better let them know. All right. So we talked about flexibility. We're gonna run through it real quick, and
We
Connie and I
talked about money.
go through it. All right. Okay. There we go. Yep. Money. That's the number one. And we get 50% of everything we sell. Nobody in the direct sales market does that. Period. 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 It may be up to, but baby, no, we don't do no
No.
up to. You get 50%. So this is the leadership scale. Like I said, you go all the way up to national sales director, which is the pinnacle of the company. But that doesn't mean it's the pinnacle of your money. Okay.
Amen.
Recognition is amazing. We do trips, we do diamonds. These are the diamonds we get to earn this year. In Mary Kate, we talked a little bit about tax advantages, right, Connie? We told them about how self-employed people can be entitled to several tax shelters, I like to call them, because they are
Right.
shelters that protect us. And these are our fabulous cars. Put one in your
Ooh,
driveway.
yeah.
Put one in your driveway, boo. Put
My
one in your
grand
driveway.
achiever.
That's your grand achiever. Put it in your driveway.
Hurry up and become a Mary Kay beauty consultant, because after this year,
Oh, yeah, you won't be able to earn this one. Only
no.
directors. Yeah, so you'd have to get in there by June. I saw a guy do it. I saw it online. He did it in 30 days, earned his car. hmm And this is the Premier Club card. This is what you graduate to when you're doing just a little bit more in your business. This car, if you don't want to take it, you can get $695 a month to do what you want to with. The company pays 85% of your insurance, and that's on all cars. For this car, we're going back to it. They'll give you $495 a month. The Cadillac, you don't take this car, something is wrong with your little head, baby, because this is advertising on
Trophy
wheels.
on wheel.
Yes, trophy on wheels and advertise. I mean, everybody knows Mary Kay by the pink Cadillac. All right, so that's the only car they think we have because they're like the iconic pink Cadillac. So she's arrived. She's got a pink Cadillac, which is true. She's arrived. But if you don't take it, there's $995 cash compensation. Still paying 85% of your insurance, and of course, we're a business with the heart. We do all kinds of beautiful things. But if you want to join us, and it shouldn't be an if. All right, it's $35 to get started with our eStart. And the eStart is basically like an e-commerce business because we give you a free website, free um, uh, credit card processing system to pay, and a couple of samples for you to try in like one catalog. All right, if that's where you want to start, we suggest that one for maybe a consultant that, had dropped her business and want to start again. You know what I mean? The e-start is for you. It's not for those who are just starting in Mary Kay and really want to see what we have going for us in their lives. Okay. Then you can get the e-start plus, which is $45. And that is just the same as the $35. You get all of the things with that, but you get an expanded sample pack. Okay. So it comes with a pack of receipts, a pack of lookbooks and lip color samples, skincare samples, all the good things. All right. And then the $90. This is for the serious woman who really wants to start, right? Kind of, you could tell them a little bit about that. I'll show this picture so they kind of see.
Well, the $95 one, like she said,
90.
that's for $90 is
Yeah.
the one that you wants to get. That's for those who are real serious about that. You get everything that you see on that, including the items from the $35 pack and the $45 pack. You get everything. That beautiful, beautiful bag. If it's a Chanel bag, beautiful,
Inspired. It's beautiful. Mhm.
beautiful, beautiful bag that you get to hang on your shoulder while you go. And this option here gives you actual size products
Yes.
that you can use to start your business with and share with family and friends, giving them the opportunity to feel it. You know, we always say try before you buy. This
Mhm.
is the way you can have them to try using these products before they buy it. And the number one thing that we always say at the end of it, if you run from the work, you might as well hide from the money.
You
Yes.
better say that. You better, I love that. So we what? We
We
choose Mary Kay.
choose Mary Kay.
We choose Mary Kay. We choose Mary Kay.
My MK life.
Yes.
Yes.
Period. The end. All right, you guys. So I hope you caught what we were throwing at you tonight. It's an amazing journey, and to get started on your amazing journey, to write your story, and to get your story, because it's what is going to hurt if you spend $35 and we could show you that night. All you have to do is bring the people. We can't do that part for you, but we could
You
give
gotta
you
bring
the
the people.
tools. You bring the people, we're going to get you the sales. We're going to get you to loving what you do, because we're going to show you the money. That's a
Right.
fact. That's my
That
personal
is a
guarantee.
fact.
That's
Yes.
not Mary Kay guarantee. That's Angela Marino guarantee. That's Connie Kenny guarantee. That's Monique
Yes.
Marino.
Monique.
We
Yes.
can show you the money and show you how to get to it. All right. But you got to be willing and want to make it. You can't be lazy, because the thing is, we are lazy with ourselves, because when you have a business and you have the option to be off, you're going to be off more than you're on. But if you're working for somebody else, no matter how you feel, you're going to be always on. You got to drag in there, no matter if the people like you, want you there or not. You're going for that paycheck. But if you could write your own paycheck, that should be motivation to get your butt up, because you don't have to work 8 hours at this business. If you
That's right.
chose to work 3 hours, three hours out the day for 3 days a week, you can work it full time.
That's
You can
right.
make a lot of money doing that. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I just love my business. I love what I do. So I touch it every day. I'm doing something every day because I love it. I love it. I don't have to. Now, if I have to turn it off, I have to take it off. I'm fine, because it runs like a machine.
That's right.
Right? Like Connie
That's
said,
right.
sells while she's sleeping. That's a machine that's running, whether you are or not. Connie was in the clouds, dreaming about all the good things. Okay,
All the good
all the good
things.
stuff, while somebody was online shopping.
That's right.
Okay, so just think about it, but don't think too long. Let's
That's
be quick and proactive, because if you got to think about it too long, you're going to talk yourself right on out of a good thing. My
that's
mom
right.
always said, when you feel it in your heart, and your heart and your mind resonate, make the move. Even if you're scared, do it
Uh-huh.
with fear and trembling, because that's the pull of the Lord telling you this is what you need to do.
Yes.
Because anything that He brings you to, He's going to see you through. So you
That's
got to
right.
want it, desire it. And if it's in your heart and you're continually thinking about Mary Kay, it's for you. So let's go do it, you guys. Thank
Yeah.
you for joining us this Thankful Thursday. This has been really fun. Thank you, Connie, for showing us your beautiful family, sharing your amazing story. And we're going to give you the expanded version one of these good old days as we continue to do this. Next week, we'll
Yes.
probably focus a little bit more on mothers and Mother's Day, because we have that coming up, and maybe some graduation. We'll talk about it and we'll let you guys know. But meanwhile, we love you. Be
We love
great
you guys.
and get in touch with us, okay? We want to hear from you, all right?
Yes.
Good
Good night,
night.
everyone.